Today we're making salad pizza in the Betty Crocker pizza maker. Just a little bit. This arugula is very, very potent. It's very peppery, so just a little bit of that. And some basil. Some big basil leaves. That's going to go on the bottom. Hello, beautiful people. It's Gabriella Brown, and I'm craving a salad, but I also want a pizza. So I'm gonna make my special salad pizza. It's a pizza crust. It's a semi-pizza with a big salad on top, and it's super delicious. So I'm gonna make it for you today. So normally, if I was buying lettuce from the store, I would be checking it for bugs and putting everything under a light, but I don't have to do that here because I'm growing in hydroponic systems. Actually, I guess they would consider this aeroponics because it's pumped up and it drips down. But this is a bug-free way of growing. This is how they grow in greenhouses, and so I'm doing that in my house. Now, if it was at the height of the summer and if I had mistakenly left fruit on the counter and it was ripe and I had fruit flies, then I would have to check, but there's no bugs right now. It's been very cold where I live. It's still cold. So all of my produce is bug-free. So I'm able just to pick and eat. It's so quick. Yes, it does take time to grow and I have to monitor it, but it's very simple. I water it right now probably once every 10 days, and I check the pH, and it's just been a really good growing season this year, and the plants are absolutely thriving. Now, I have brought in some tomato plants over here, and they are in soil in some bags, so I don't know what's going to happen with these. I did consider just recently that bringing this soil in here could affect my aeroponic system because there could be bugs in here, so I have to be more careful. But today, there are no bugs. Not a fruit fly, not a nothing. So I'm picking my lettuce for my salad pizza, and I want a good amount of this regular, I guess this is bib lettuce, and I want some arugula. I'm also going to grab some basil here. The Swiss chard is a little too earthy for the pizza, so I will not be adding that. And it's amazing because this is the cut and come again lettuce. Okay, it's just starting to water right now. But this lettuce, the more I harvest it, the more it grows. So it's just a beautiful system. This is a tower garden. I don't sell these, but there are other growing systems that you could definitely get that are the same principle. The idea is to get growing, whether it's in your backyard or in your apartment. Like me, I'm in a small place at the moment, so I am growing indoors. There's no reason to not be able to grow just because you live in a small space. So here's some arugula. Just a little bit. This arugula is very, very potent. It's very peppery, so just a little bit of that. And some basil. Some big basil leaves. That's going to go on the bottom. Just 3 of these. And this basil plant is doing fantastic. I grew basil in here a year ago, and it didn't work so well, but I got it down. I have the pH just right most of the time, so it's doing amazing. Okay, so let's get this together and put our salad pizza in the Betty Crocker. Yes, I'm using Betty today. What I'm gonna do is dress this salad, and it's gonna go on top of the hot pizza. I'm gonna use some pre-made crust, so let's go and do that now. Okay, it's raining again, and I'm on my balcony cooking. So I have a pre-made pizza crust. And what I'm gonna do is put on an olive oil and garlic base with some basil and salt and crushed red pepper and some cheese. And then we're going to make this glorious salad, and we're gonna put it on top of this, and we're gonna have a salad pizza. So this is gonna be one of my powder pizzas. I love using powders because powders are concentrated and they're easy, and I'm always looking for shortcuts because I have 3 businesses and I need to make eating as quickly as possible and as easy as possible. So having just these pizza crusts really actually helps me a lot. I'm gonna put that all over the crust, and I'm gonna sprinkle on some powders. My powder concoction. I worked in a food lab when I was in my 20s, and we formulated all kinds of food ingredients. So I have a good knowledge of ingredients, how they work, why they're used, actually, and mostly in processed foods. So I like to make my own powders because it just makes my life really easy. So we have this powder on here. We're gonna add some cheese and some basil, and then we're gonna stick it in here. And I do probably need to add, no, I think we're okay. That's good for now. And put this inside the Betty Crocker, and I gotta say, I really like this Betty Crocker pizza maker because it warms up quickly, and it's just all together. It's easy to clean. There's just a lot of reasons why I like it, and I want to master this and create some more things for you in here. So let's close this and come back in like 10 minutes. I've mentioned before that I try to sneak in the greens wherever I can, and this is one way that I have found that works amazing, is to put them on top of the pizza. Have a big salad and put it on top of the little thin crust pizza. So you get your salad in, and you get the delicious flavor of the crunchiness of the pizza, but you get the greens in, the greens that we need, the phytonutrients that help prevent disease and other things. I'm not a fanatic when it comes to health, but I do make sure to include those foods that I know are beneficial to my body to help prevent common diseases that are actually lifestyle diseases. And if we change our lifestyle just a little bit, we can affect change. So let's get this together. What I'm going to do is make a quick vinaigrette, and I will put the lettuce on top of the pizza when it's done. It will wilt a little bit, and then I will sprinkle on the dressing and eat it right away, so I could get a little bit of crunchiness from the lettuce and crunchiness from the crust. So this dressing is going to be some salt, a little bit of this concoction that I made, lots of red wine vinegar. It just gives it the best kick and the most delicious taste. And some extra virgin olive oil. And I know they say to use 1/3 of vinegar, 2/3 of oil. I don't like that combination. I like a really tart dressing. So I do half and half typically. It's better to go half and half. And there you go. I'll mix this again right before I pour it over the top. But right now we're just waiting for this pizza to cook, and really maybe not even 10 minutes. I'm going to check it I'm going to check it right now actually. Let's go look at it. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it in for a few more minutes. You can see how amazing this cooks. Every time I open it, it's exciting. Betty Crocker, you did it. You really outdid yourself on this one. You did. here it is. I'm ready to put the salad on top and the dressing. Now, this is bread, so I need to say a blessing. I will be right back. Okay, so let's put the salad on. And you know, even though my lettuce is bug-free, I still look at it, just in case. I find bugs in places where you're not supposed to find them. Example, flour that has, you know, a valid hexture on it, I still sift it and I found a bug. I found bugs more than once. Showed my daughters and they couldn't believe it. They were shocked. But it's the truth. You have to check because you don't know how long stuff has been sitting around. And with all these containers that have been sitting in the docks for a year, they're just starting to get into the stores now. So there's a lot of food going into the stores and it's old food. It's all old food from a year ago. So just a heads up that you're going to see some deals in the stores because they've got an abundance of food that's coming off of these containers that have been sitting in the docks, but now they're being released and now we've got old food on there. So it's a time to stock up, but it's also a time to be aware. So here's the arugula, the little peppery lettuce. And you know, yes, I could have added tomatoes. I don't have any. I just have greens right now, and I really need to eat a lot of greens. I made a delicious salad out of the Swiss chard for Shabbos. Still have some of that left over, but so this is it. So you get your greens on here and you pile them high on your pizza, and then you take your dressing and you pour it on top. Now it's just yumminess. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then you eat it. So let me bite into this. Doesn't that look good? Even with just greens on it, it's delicious. So delicious. The olive oil is delicious. It's just, oh my gosh. Okay. Taste this some more. Super yummy. But for sure, I can't finish this. This is huge. This is a pizza for two. So, it's just so good. I'm tasting the lettuce and the arugula and so the crunchiness of this crust. This was made with that 00 pizza flour and it's just really good. It has the arugula just gives it this, it's like a rich taste. I don't know how to describe it. It just gives it such an earthy, whole, just delicious flavor. Delicious. And I'm getting my greens in. I'm getting my delicious, very high in nutrition greens. Okay. I'm gonna go and finish this. Then
I just want to thank you today for joining me. And if you would be so kind to subscribe and click the notification bell and like this video, that would really help out my channel a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to see you here again soon, because I'm always cooking up something different. You know, when you get to be my age, you start creating different things because you're bored. All those decades of the same thing, you try to create different things, and I'm always creating something new. So, again, thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Have a beautiful day. This is a bonus for you mukbangers out there.